Do you use social media?
Yes, I do use social media quite regularly. It has become a convenient way for me to stay connected with friends and family who live far away. I also find it useful for keeping up with current events and discovering new interests.
What kind of social media do you usually use?
I primarily use platforms like Instagram to see what my friends are doing and share photos. I also use WhatsApp for messaging and sometimes browse Twitter to get quick updates on news and trending topics.
How much time do you spend on social media each day?
I try to limit my time on social media, but on average, I would say I spend about an hour each day. I usually check it in the mornings and evenings to catch up on what I've missed, but I try not to spend too much time scrolling aimlessly.
What are some of the benefits of using social media?
I think one of the main benefits is the ease of communication. It allows people to stay in touch regardless of geographical boundaries. Additionally, it can be a great source of information and a platform for sharing ideas and creativity.
Are there any disadvantages to using social media?
Yes, I believe there are definitely some downsides. It can be quite time-consuming and sometimes lead to distractions. Also, there can be issues related to privacy and the spread of misinformation, so it's important to be mindful of how you use it. I'd like to tell you about a time I saw something truly fascinating on social media, an experience that has stayed with me because of its profound impact. It was approximately 6 months ago, during a period when I was spending a bit more time than usual scrolling through my social media feeds, as many of us do to stay connected and informed. The platform where I encountered this particular piece of content was YouTube, a site I often use not only for entertainment but also for educational purposes and to explore diverse perspectives. The video I came across was a short documentary. It focused on the remarkable efforts of a group of volunteers working in a remote part of the Amazon rainforest. These individuals, a mix of scientists, indigenous community members, and passionate activists, were dedicated to protecting a newly discovered species of butterfly. This butterfly, as the video revealed, possessed an extraordinary ability to mimic the wing patterns of several other butterfly species, a camouflage mechanism far more complex than anything previously documented. The documentary showcased the incredible biodiversity of the Amazon and highlighted the urgent need for conservation efforts to protect such fragile ecosystems and the unique species they harbor. The video detailed the challenges these volunteers faced, from navigating the dense and often treacherous rainforest to combating the threats posed by deforestation and illegal logging activities. It showed them collecting data, tagging butterflies, and working with local communities to promote sustainable practices that would allow both the people and the wildlife to thrive. There were stunning visuals of the rainforest canopy, close-ups of the iridescent butterflies, and interviews with the scientists who explained the evolutionary significance of the butterfly's mimicry. I found this video to be incredibly interesting for several reasons. Firstly, it opened my eyes to the sheer wonder and complexity of the natural world, something that can often feel distant from our daily lives. The intricate details of the butterfly's camouflage were simply astounding, a testament to the power of evolution and the interconnectedness of all living things. Secondly, the video was a powerful reminder of the importance of environmental conservation. It highlighted the devastating impact that human activities can have on even the most remote ecosystems and the urgent need for us to take action to protect our planet's biodiversity. Finally, the dedication and passion of the volunteers involved in the project were deeply inspiring. Their commitment to their work, despite the challenges and hardships they faced, served as a powerful example of what can be achieved when people come together to work towards a common goal. The video not only provided information but also evoked a sense of awe and responsibility, prompting me to reflect on my own role in protecting the environment.
How has social media changed the way people communicate?
Social media has revolutionized communication by making it faster, more accessible, and more interactive. In the past, people relied on letters, phone calls, or face-to-face conversations, which were often limited by distance and time. Today, platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp allow instant messaging, video calls, and real-time updates, enabling people to stay connected regardless of geographical barriers. This shift has also altered communication styles. People now express themselves through emojis, memes, and short-form videos, which can sometimes lack the depth of traditional conversations. However, this convenience comes with drawbacks. Many argue that social media has reduced the quality of interactions, as people often engage in superficial exchanges rather than meaningful discussions. Additionally, the rise of digital communication has led to issues like misinterpretation due to the absence of tone and body language. Despite these challenges, social media has undeniably made communication more inclusive, allowing marginalized voices to be heard and fostering global connections that were previously unimaginable.
Do you think social media has a positive or negative impact on mental health?
The impact of social media on mental health is highly debated, as it presents both benefits and risks. On the positive side, social media provides emotional support through online communities, helping individuals struggling with anxiety, depression, or loneliness find solidarity. Mental health awareness campaigns thrive on platforms like Instagram and Twitter, reducing stigma and encouraging people to seek help. However, excessive social media use has been linked to negative mental health outcomes, particularly among young people. Constant exposure to curated, idealized versions of others' lives can lead to social comparison, fostering feelings of inadequacy and low self-esteem. Cyberbullying is another serious issue, with harmful comments and online harassment contributing to anxiety and depression. Moreover, the addictive nature of social media, fueled by endless scrolling and dopamine-driven algorithms, can disrupt sleep patterns and reduce real-world social interactions. While social media is not inherently harmful, its effects depend on usage patterns. Mindful consumption, digital detoxes, and platform regulations could help mitigate its negative impact while preserving its benefits.
Should governments regulate social media to control misinformation?
The spread of misinformation on social media is a growing concern, making government regulation a contentious yet necessary discussion. False news, conspiracy theories, and manipulated content can have real-world consequences, from influencing elections to inciting violence. Governments have a responsibility to protect public safety, and regulated fact-checking or algorithmic transparency could help curb harmful misinformation. However, excessive regulation risks infringing on freedom of speech. Social media is a platform for diverse opinions, and heavy-handed censorship could suppress legitimate discourse. Instead of outright control, a balanced approach, such as collaboration between governments, tech companies, and independent fact-checkers, might be more effective. Platforms like Twitter and Facebook have already implemented warning labels on disputed content, but stronger accountability measures are needed without compromising democratic values. Ultimately, While some regulation is essential to combat misinformation, it must be carefully designed to avoid authoritarian overreach. Public education on media literacy is equally important to empower users to critically evaluate online content.
How has social media influenced modern businesses and marketing?
Social media has transformed business strategies by providing cost-effective, data-driven marketing tools. Traditional advertising relied on billboards, TV commercials, or print media, which were expensive and difficult to measure. Today, platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and LinkedIn allow businesses to target specific demographics with precision, using analytics to track engagement and conversions. Influencer marketing has also emerged as a powerful tool, where brands collaborate with popular content creators to reach niche audiences authentically. Small businesses, in particular, benefit from social media's low entry barriers. A startup can gain global visibility without hefty advertising budgets simply by leveraging viral trends or engaging content. However, this digital landscape is highly competitive, requiring constant innovation to maintain audience interest. Additionally, negative reviews or PR crises can spread rapidly, forcing companies to manage their online reputations carefully. While social media has democratized marketing, it has also created challenges like ad fatigue and data privacy concerns. Businesses must balance aggressive promotion with ethical practices to sustain long-term customer trust.
Can social media replace traditional forms of news media?
While social media has become a primary news source for many, it is unlikely to fully replace traditional journalism. Platforms like Twitter and Facebook provide real-time updates, allowing users to access breaking news instantly. Citizen journalism, where ordinary people report events via live streams or posts, has also expanded news coverage, particularly in regions with restricted media freedom. However, social media news lacks the rigorous fact-checking and editorial standards of established outlets. Misinformation spreads rapidly, and sensationalized clickbait often prioritizes engagement over accuracy. Traditional media, despite declining reach, still plays a vital role in investigative reporting and in-depth analysis. The future likely lies in a hybrid model, where professional journalists use social media to disseminate verified information while leveraging user-generated content for broader perspectives. Media literacy will be crucial in helping audiences distinguish credible sources from unreliable ones.